Hey guys, how's it going? Sped here, and today I'm going to teach you how to play the Daredevil theme tune on guitar. If you want to click this video right here, that'll take you through to the live version I did a couple of months ago, and you can listen to that, get used to it, and then come back and learn it with me. I'd like to thank Matt Murdoch for lending me these glasses. However, I am going to have to take them off because all I can see is red, literally nothing else, and that is of no use to me. If you guys like learning with me and you like my covers, hit subscribe, hit like, that'd be totally awesome. I'm going to change the camera and we can get straight to learning this tune. Enjoy. Two things you're going to need straight away, guys. You're going to need to put your guitar in drop D. So you're going to need to tune that low E string down to a D. And you're going to need to grab a capo. When you've done that, put it on the 3rd fret. I then suggest that you tune up to the notes on the 3rd fret as well, so that you are super in tune. And then we can begin. I've been reading through a lot of the comments, and a lot of you have asked if I can play what we're about to learn in full first and then show it to you. So here's me listening to you, and here's what we're about to learn. The first thing you're going to do is take a short version of an A minor chord, which is your first finger on fret 1 of the B and your second finger on fret 2 of the G. The pattern that you're going to play with your index, middle and 3rd finger is going to be the E string, the B string open, and then your first finger on the G. Over and over again, 4 notes. Every time you play one of those notes, you're going to play an A in the bass with your thumb. Okay? You're going to do that 4 times. The next shape we go to is the first finger barred on fret 1 of the E and B. So we just flatten that down. Second finger stays where it was, and we're going to take the 3rd finger down to the low E string, fret 3. I know it's tuned to D, but I'm going to call it the low E because you know exactly where that is. It stops you getting confused with the other D. Your 4th finger is going to be on the G string, fret 4. Now the pattern with these 3 fingers changes slightly. It now goes E, B, G, G. And the second time we hit the G string, you're going to take that 4th finger off, okay? And obviously the thumb now is on the low E string, and that's going to be hitting that every time, just like before. And we're going to do that 4 times in a row. To go to the next shape is super simple. It's the easiest change. You literally take the 3rd finger off and repeat exactly what you've just done. So now you're hitting the low string open. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play from the start up to that point and then show you what happens next. Real simple. You're going to go back to the first shape we did again. Here's the second part in full. I'm going to play you the second variation in full. And the final one in full. This time we're going to take a full A minor chord to start with. So that's going to be first finger fret 1 of the B, third finger fret 2 of the G, and second finger fret 2 of the D. We're going to start with our thumb on the A string of our right hand, and we're going to do a roll from thumb to index to middle finger on the G and the B strings like this. A roll is like a strum, but we do each string with an individual finger. Okay? After we've done that roll, we're going to alternate between the A and the D strings with the thumb in the bass. You can count that as 1 and 2 and. Then you're going to simply take your index finger off over here, and you're going to do the exact same pattern you've just done. Roll, alternate, and you can count it the same. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then to carry on, you just alternate between the A and the D. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Goes like this. The next shape is very similar to the first shape I showed you in the intro. So it's like the short A minor, but then with the third finger on the low E string fret 3, okay? You're going to do a roll from the E to the G to the B now. Thumb's going to skip over to the D string, okay? Then you're going to pinch thumb on the low E and third finger on the high E, back to the thumb on the D. Then we're going to add your fourth finger right on the B string, fret 3, and do another roll. Okay? Then you're going to go back to the D string and alternate. So one more time. A little bit faster. The next shape is super simple to get to. You're going to take off your third finger and your index finger and leave on your second finger and your fourth finger. You're going to do a roll from the thumb on the low E, index finger and middle finger. Okay? And alternate between the E and the D. Okay? Once you've done 1 and 2 and, you're then going to just pinch the thumb with the first finger. Okay? And then carry on alternating. So the fourth chord in this repetitive pattern is going to be A minor. Now when we get to this point the second time, the A minor has a slight variation, and then when we get to it the third time we change the chord completely. So this is variation number 1. You're going to do a roll like we did before, and then you're going to alternate between the D and the A. That's literally it. It would then go straight back into what we did previously. So, for example, and then you're back in again. So once you've gone all the way through again and you come round to the A minor chord, we have variation number 2. So that's going to be starting exactly the same with a roll. And we do a full count to 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to do a roll without the first finger on, and then we're going to hammer it on. But as you hammer that index finger back down, I want you to hit your thumb on the D string. It can be a bit hard to coordinate that at the same time. Repetition, practice, you'll get it. So here we go. Hammer. As you hit the hammer on down, you're going to hit the thumb on the D. And then you're going to take off that index finger again and do another roll. Okay? Once you've done that, you're going to keep the thumb going like it was before. So that second variation in full. Okay, when we get round to the third variation, it changes the chord completely. It basically goes to an E, but we have to juggle the fingers around because of the tuning. So it's going to be first finger fret 1 of the G, third finger fret 2 of the D, and second finger fret 2 of the low E. The first thing we're going to do is pick the thumb with the index finger on the G. Okay? Then we're going to alternate between the E and the D, like this. 1 and 2 and. We're going to then pick the thumb and the second finger on the B and alternate between the same two strings again. And then we're going to finally, you probably guessed it, pick the thumb and the high E. Okay? And you keep the bass notes going, you keep the bass notes going on for longer. So here we go. It's just straight counts of 4, so if you wanted to count that, you could go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? So what I'm going to do right now for you is I'm going to play you variation 1, variation 2, variation 3, and then show you how we just quickly go to that tiny outro. So here's variation 1. Here's variation 2. And here's variation 3. Now to play the outro is super simple. We're going to go to a full A minor chord and we're going to pick the introduction. And the only reason that we have a full A minor chord on it is because there's a subtle kind of strum right at the end, and we'll need that second finger back in place. So the outro goes like this. You count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then strum an A minor to finish. Boom, there you go. Daredevil theme tune. Hopefully you guys nailed it and had fun along the way. If you've got any other questions, let me know below and I'll help you out, but just keep rewinding the video and repeat things, go slow, and you'll nail it. If there's anything else you'd like to learn, let me know and I'll work on that for you. Hit subscribe, like and share, that'd be super awesome. And until next time guys, rock on. There you go, little spider. You can watch the tutorial blinded by red lights.